Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up using code Hawkeye and receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to a variety of parlay selection features, live betting options, player props, and the best daily promotions in the business. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matters more than ever. Place your money line, prop, and parlay bets with the king of sportsbooks today. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. BetMGM.com for T's and C's. 21 plus to wager. Iowa only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets. Bonus bets expire 7 days from issuance. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
Grab your drink, roll your papers, wind down, or speed up and get to work. It's your girl Shan with season 6 of She Gets It podcast. I'm with all of y'all as we navigate this new world we got. We are all adjusting to these new changes. Let's go. What you thought I was going to forget my men? No, I got you too. So, men also need us to do a better job of supporting them and all that they do and all that they have challenges with. I think a good supported man is better off in life to other people. I feel like sometimes we as in women, because I'm a woman, I can only speak for a woman. I think we might find ourselves in life supporting men who didn't deserve it, but not knowing they didn't deserve it until later on. But I think that shouldn't deter us from doing good for the next man that comes into our life that deserves it. And we shouldn't pour aimlessly, you know what the fuck I'm trying to say, into men who show us that they don't care, or show us repeatedly through their actions that they're taking it for granted. You know what I'm saying? You should be like your own scorekeeper as to, you know, am I pouring in my efforts into a bucket with a big hole in the bottom? Or am I pouring into someone that reciprocates my efforts, that appreciates me, that, you know, is doing good for themselves and doing good for us within this relationship? That's your part of accountability. So I think as women, we have to stop this whole men ain't shit and men don't deserve, because I feel like men do. Now, what gets specific or should get specific is the men we choose that did not deserve, probably wasn't shit. But are we learning for the next man coming up? And I think that's very vital. But let's get back on the support train. Supporting men is very vital, because when men leave our presence, or they leave our house, or they leave their own homes, and they go out into the world, they are being judged in their cars. They are being judged at work. They are being judged at the gas station. They are being judged at the restaurant. They are being judged in traffic. They are being judged on their way home. They are being judged at night. So it's kind of like, if a man comes in from a day like that into a home or a apartment or a place that you possibly share, and he's being bombarded with, why you ain't do this, and I asked you to do this, and you couldn't even do this, and you ain't never, and you ain't this, and just really tearing him down after having a week like that or a day like that is kind of like, fuck. Of course he's gonna feel like, he can't do nothing right. Of course he's gonna feel like, damn, people outside don't care about me. People at my house don't care about me. My woman don't get excited when I come home. She just, when I'm in the house, and it's kind of like, damn. Or even if you don't live together, like, you go through your own challenges all day, and then you get a text or you get a phone call from the woman in your life, and it's combative off bat. It's not, hey, how was your day? Genuinely, not, hey, how was your day? And then you don't even care about what his response is. You're just ready to go down his throat about the fact that he probably didn't text you enough today, or he probably didn't call you enough today. And it's kind of like, whoa. Let's put the shoe on the other foot and be like, well, let me take a back seat with my thoughts and my feelings and really get an understanding of what his day was like. To me, if you're not going to be genuine up front with the shit, don't bring the shit to me. I'm never asking a person how was their day if I really don't want to know. I'm really not asking a person, hey, how are you feeling, if I really don't want to know. And I'm definitely not asking the man I'm with, how was your day, if I definitely don't want to know. Because a lot of times for women, in our tone tells a man that we really don't give a fuck and we on some shit. We know it. They know it. They not stupid. So when it comes to us doing a better job of supporting men, I created 10 points of how we can support our men a lot better in the world that they live in and the skin that they're in. All right? All right. Dun, 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 da, da, da. All right, so 10 ways we can do a better job at supporting men. All right, number 10. Tell him what he does so good and compliment him on it, okay? Don't focus on what he doesn't do right. Don't focus on what he falls short on. Don't focus on what he needs to improve. Focus on what he does very well and compliment him on it. When he's feeling flustered, bring up something that he's really helping with, or look for an opportunity where you can help, okay? When he's tired, look for an opportunity where you can ease some of what he has to do when he's tired. When he's exhausted, look for something you can do to relieve, the weight that he feels or the stress. Maybe a back massage. Maybe you want to teach yourself, what are some key points that you can touch on your man that's going to make him feel good, okay? Do that, okay? That's supportive, that feels good. Number 9, leave encouraging texts or notes for him. Men might act like, I'm not with that stuff, or, that I don't need that, blah, 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 blah. But they like that shit, though. They like it. They like when it's not a holiday. They like when your birthday's not coming up and you're really going out your way to let your thoughts be known about them. You're really going out your way to encourage them. You're really going out your way to think outside of yourself and, be like, dang, if I were you, this would be on my mind. Or I know X, Y, and Z is going on, but I haven't forgot about the fact that, your dad is sick or your mom is sick, or this was like your weekend to do that thing you were looking forward to do for the past 4 months and it got canceled. And I'm sorry about that, but maybe this weekend we can do X, Y, and Z because I know you enjoy X, Y, and Z, just so you don't waste that time that you already took off. Like, that is supportive. That's supportive energy. Number 8, pick up his favorite things or run errands that he could possibly run. No, you can't go get a haircut for him, but maybe if he had to pick up his cleaner's stuff, pick it up. Maybe if he's out of boxers, or he needs deodorant or body wash, or he needs to pick up something for his car, things like that. Do that for him so you can free up some time for him to do other things that he might want to do. Number 7, encourage his guy nights out. Okay? Just like we need a break from our kids sometimes we need a break from the people that we're with and the people that we love. And I really feel like distance makes the heart grow fonder like a motherfucker. Like, I love a man who is very busy within his passion and intentionally makes time for us to do X, Y, and Z. And I know that he is devoting that time for us. You know what I'm saying? That makes me feel better. I don't necessarily want a man that can call me and will call me 5 times a day or text me all throughout the day. Like, you got too much time on your hands. I'm definitely not trying to have that much time to be texting you all day. I don't want to know about your day within your day unless something big has happened or something negative is going on and I'm checking up on your well-being. Tell me when you get home. Tell me when you get settled. Like, be within your day. Be focused on what's in front of you during the day, and we can talk about that later. And we have to give the people that we are with space to miss us, appreciate us, see the differences in other people when it comes to us, know what the difference is when we're apart. Like, do I make you feel like home? And how will you know how home feels if you're always here? You know what I'm saying? They have to be other places in the world to recognize what it's like not always being in your present. Are they actually missing you? Do they miss you? Do you give them enough time to miss you? What is that like? How do they deal with other women challenges? You know what I'm saying? It's not going to help you in any relationship to dodge, avoid, and hide away from women being around your man or the person that you're with or the person that you're devoting your life with for the sake of, I don't even want the opportunity to come up. The opportunity is not going to come up as long as that man respects the relationship that he's in and respects himself and respects you. Now, if I got to play a hockey guard puck person in my relationship when it comes to other women and him being in a room where there is a woman, then that's not the relationship I want. That's not the man I need. And we have to recognize that we are not our person's babysitter. We're not supposed to babysit adults in relationships. You're supposed to have a respect, have a code, have some type of honor and integrity about who you are as a person to know your own boundaries. And just respect that I'm giving this person the space to develop those things and have that. I'm not here to babysit you. I'm not here to check your phone. I'm not here to do none of that. We have to support our men in a way where we give them the space to live and make their own decisions. Because if he wants to cheat, he's going to cheat. If he wants to have multiple women, he's going to have multiple women. That woman or one of those women do not have to be you. Once you see it, once you peep it, and once you have whatever the fuck you feel like you need to make a move. To me, when someone is ready to be in a relationship, when someone is ready to respect you in a relationship, they just do it. It's not I need time. It's not you got to do this, and this. And when I see this after about this amount of time, then I might switch up and not, have numbers or call or, fuck that. If you're supposed to be that person in the position in their life, they're going to make you the person in that position, period. Okay? So encourage those guys night out so you can really see who the person is that you have. Number 6, let him pick your panties. FYI, Fenty lingerie. Rihanna has some crotchless underwear. Listen. Woo! All right, let him pick your panties, okay? He's looking at them. He's pulling them off. Maybe sometimes you might not even wear none. But let him pick your panties. Let him pick your nail polish. Let him tell you how he likes to see you look. If you like to look good for the man you're with, do that. Let him pick your boots, your heels. Let him feel like he actually has an in on who his woman is. You actually value his opinion. That's supporting a man, making him feel valued, what he thinks matters, okay? When you need to make big purchases, include him. And I say this because it doesn't necessarily have to be your husband. If I'm going to shop for a gun, because I'm single, I'm asking my male friends that I'm great friends with, that I know are gun owners, okay? That I know are stand-up men who own businesses, who protect their homes, who understand, what I would need as a woman pertaining to what I got going on. I would ask them for their opinion. I would ask them to go shop. I would ask them to go to the gun range. Or sometimes I could ask a female friend that I have that also owns a gun to go to the gun range. You have to make the men in your life see their value, feel their value. I would be stupid to have brothers that work on cars, own their own car garage, are mechanics, and go out and buy a car and not even ask them about that vehicle. Make the men in your life that are there for you feel supported. Make them feel like they are needed, and continually tell them that they are needed and they are appreciated, because they need that. Number 5, go on dates with their interests. For instance, if your man is into basketball and you know his favorite team, get tickets. Go to the game. You know what I'm saying? If he's into hunting, get him a new gun, or give him the time and the space and create a time where he can make his own schedule to have a guy's hunting trip one weekend, or go to the gun range together. You know what I'm saying? Do stuff together that he enjoys. And even if you're not 110% blown away by the thing that he enjoys, do it because he loves it. I feel like that's supportive. Number 4, promote his business. Market his business. Vistaprint does a lot of promotion items, things you can get, flyers, magnets to go on the cars, decals, signage. What else did they do? They have keychains, Like, you can do a lot to support the person you're with as far as their business. Encourage self-knowledge. Recommend events that they should go to help their business or help their knowledge of for their business. Recommend books that they should read. You know what I'm saying? I love a man that reads books, okay? The conversation, the relationship is not going to go far with a man, for me, that does not read or refuses to research his own knowledge on what he's curious about. Like, you have to. Like, I watch documentaries for fun. I love learning about history for truth. So if I can't have those discussions with the man that I'm with, I'm sorry, but this has come to a close. Like, you have to be with people that encourage you and you can encourage, and they take those self-efficient steps for themselves so they can be better people for the both of you. Like, people who feel good about themselves treat other people good. People who feel encouraged and loved by others encourage other people. That's just how it works. Okay? I ain't gotta ace chemistry and know that if you guys are both on a high frequency of good energy, y'all just gonna have good energy together. That's just how that's gonna work. Number 3, learn to cook his favorite meals. Very simple. I know we living in an era where a lot of women may not cook, don't have any interest in cooking, don't want to cook, but men like to eat. I ain't never met a man that don't like to eat. And men, once they love something, they will stick to that thing until the casket drop. But it is always nice to be with a man who doesn't mind tasting new things and trying new things. So, if y'all want to take like a cooking class together, that's cool. If you want to, instead of like going out for his birthday and going to a restaurant with other people, hire a chef. Hire a personal chef. Kia Denise. Check her out on IG. She makes some bomb stuff, and she gets hired to come for like anniversaries, birthdays, and cook like a whole menu of good food, presentable food that looks so good you don't even want to touch it for your man. I think that's beyond like greatness. Like, she thought about me, she picked my favorite food, she hired a chef, she had them cook it, and we can have a intimate dinner together. Like, that's bomb as fuck. Look into that. Number 2, make his space at home comfy as fuck. All right? And when I say this, I'm talking about if your man has a man cave and you see that his couch is falling apart, or he needs a new coffee table, or there's like a dent or something wrong with his TV, upgrade it on the low. Upgrade it on the low. It doesn't have to be his birthday. It doesn't have to be like Christmas. Upgrade it on the low. That's marriage stuff, okay? Now, if you're dating and y'all don't live together, be particular about what you're upgrading and why you're doing it, and don't be upgrading your man for other women. So, if y'all are just getting to know each other, don't be buying this man flat screens. Don't be putting loans on a car for this man. Like, pay attention. Babysit that thing. If he fine, he works, he respectable, he's equally busy, you feel like y'all equally yoked, still babysit that thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't give him wife treats and he just want to beat. Okay? Don't be doing wife duties for somebody who just want the booty. Don't be stuck being wifey for 5+ years, 10+ years, and it ain't going nowhere, and you wondering like what you need to do. What you should have did is pull the fuck back. So when I say things like that, like upgrading his man cave, upgrading, maybe the tires on his car, you see like they're, not in the best shape, or, like he got that car in the garage and you want to fix it up for him because he loves that car. Do that. You know what I'm saying? But understand when you're doing these things, you're doing it for someone who would rather do for everybody else before he starts to do for himself. A lot of men are like that, where they make sure the kids are okay. They make sure their mom is okay. Your mom, you are okay. They make sure, everybody's happy, and then they have things that they love that are broken down, that need to be fixed. They have needs that go unmet because they devote all their time to other people. That's when a woman comes in, their woman, and does the things for them that they won't do for themselves. I do it for my mom all the time. I sent her shoes, and she said to me, "Why did you send me shoes? It's not my birthday." Girl, it ain't gotta be your birthday for me to send you shoes. I just sent you shoes because those were your size, and I know you would find that comfortable. So I sent you shoes, period. You're welcome. So do things for the people and the men in your life that will do for others before they do for themselves. Especially like those men are hard to come by. And when you have one, you got to treat them good. You got to do things for them without them asking, because you know they need it. Like knowing they have a business and making sure they're not low on printer paper, making sure they have tape, making sure that they have ink, making sure like their files is organized, making sure like their customer bathroom is clean. They have the water in the fridge that they need. They have the necessities to run a good business while they can focus on the real shit. That's how you support a man that's supporting himself, his family, and you. You show up and you just do the shit without having to be asked or begged or yelled at. Number 1, encourage his ideas. Encourage his ideas. Encourage his ideas. I think women might get scared by a man's new revelation, a man's new idea, and a man's possible life change. But we are imperfect humans. We are constantly learning, and I would love and I would embrace a man that changes over time. Like, that's fine, but if you want to change your career, cool. What do you want to do? What's your plan on doing it? And how do you see it getting done in your mind? And then let's talk about a reality plan of doing this. How would you like to go back to school while we have a house, mortgage, kids, and multiple cars, and we want to keep our savings floating, okay? Not sinking, but floating. And come up with a plan to do that. If you're married, it would be nothing for me to pick up more hours so my husband can go to school or have training on the thing that he wants to do that's going to in turn bring more money flowing within our household. That shouldn't be, oh my God, like, well, I gotta do that, or I'm not trying to do that. It shouldn't be a combative conversation. It should be like, I want to see you do well in the thing that you're passionate about. How can I do that for you? When it comes to having a great idea, having a new idea, but not making a plan to make sure nothing abruptly changes and throws everything else off that we already have in motion, sometimes when men might have a change in their life, they change it without planning for the change. And I think if men have the space with the women in their lives, wife or girlfriend or whatever y'all doing, and y'all lives are intertwined, if that conversation is had in a planning manner, I feel like encouraging a man's new ideas is it's a no-brainer. Why not? You just have to make him feel like it's possible. Make him feel like you're with him, you're encouraging it, you believe in him, and that's going to go a long way. Now, there are also life support levels of supporting men to the point where this man has potential, but he's not doing the work. This man has things that he needs to pay off so he could be in a better position for himself and his family, and he's not doing it. He's going on vacation. This man could be taking this time to do online courses for that thing that he says he wants to do, and he's not doing that. We have to be aware and be honest about wants versus needs when it comes to what I want to do for my man. We have to know why we're doing it, and we need to know, like, am I helping him or am I enabling him? Is this something he can do for himself? Did I give him all of the resources that he needs to do it for himself, and he just doesn't want to do it? And why am I the only one pushing for this so hard? Why aren't they pushing for themselves? You should always be toppings on top of a man's efforts. Meaning, whatever that man says he wants for himself, you're also encouraging him to get that, and you're also helping what he wants for himself look good and be good. But you can't be the whole cuisine and the topping, and he just coming to scoop that shit up. That's not how it works. So when it comes to supporting men, we have to make sure we're not enabling versus supporting. And that's my only thing about that. But I think men would be better off in life if they felt supported by women, by their families, by their mothers, by their sisters, by their aunts. And it's not so much that, I got a brother, I got a uncle, I got a cousin, I got a boyfriend, I got a husband that owns his own business. I can have whatever I want. I can do blase, blase, blase. They ain't never gonna tell me no. I ain't gotta do this, blah, blah, blah. Are you helping him keep that business afloat? Are you helping him promote that business? Are you bringing business to his business? Like, it's one thing to brag about what the man has, but if you're not helping that man keep that thing that you're bragging about, he could be possibly losing it, because not everybody who has a business understands the business side of the business. Sometimes it could be like, I'm the hands-on person. I'm the person that works on the cars. I'm the person that talks to the customer. I'm the person that knows what parts need to be ordered. But I'm not the person that is worried about my business being online. I'm not the person that's worried about Yelp reviews. I'm not the person worried about flyers and worried about marketing the business. I'm just here to work on the cars. That's why sometimes things need a team effort in order to be successful. And if your husband or your man doesn't have a business partner and you want that relationship to grow in a way of a possible marriage, or you are already married and you want his business to be successful, you need to be his silent partner. You need to be his marketing person. You need to be figuring out, like, how can you get t-shirts for him and his workers and his team members to promote the business when they're going out on runs to go pick up parts or transferring vehicles or having vehicles towed. You need to be focused on getting a decal for his vehicle so he could be promoting his business while he's picking up his coffee at the start of his day. Like, as his woman, as his wife, that is your position. Don't allow space for your money that's supposed to be for y'all to go out the window because you're lacking on being supportive. So support our men, love our men, encourage our men, and they're going to be the right men we need for us. Period. My name is Shan. That's just my view of things, my perspective. I think women want to feel supported. Women deserve support. And I feel like men also want to be supported and they deserve support. So support them. Period. Peace. That's a wrap. That's another show. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening. Thank you for checking out She Gets It. There is a merch available for you guys to shop at on teespring.com. The link will be in the info section. She Gets It shop is on there. Also, please don't forget to add me. Follow me on IG and Twitter. She Gets It Pod. All right? Hashtag She Gets It. You'll find me. Trust me. On FB, Facebook. Don't forget to add the page, She Gets It Pod. Join the She Gets It affiliates. I would love to have you in there to discuss episodes, discuss thoughts, get that feedback. And please, please don't forget to rate the episode, rate the show. I just want to know, like, am I going in a direction that you guys, are learning something from? Is it something you want to learn more about? I would love to hear y'all feedback. I love the fact that you guys support and listen to me blab and run my mouth. And if you just want to support the show, go to anchor.fm/SheGetsIt/support. Thank you, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.
Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up using code Hawkeye and receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to a variety of parlay selection features, live betting options, player props, and the best daily promotions in the business. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matters more than ever. Place your money line, prop, and parlay bets with the king of sportsbooks today. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. BetMGM.com for T's and C's. 21 plus to wager. Iowa only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets. Bonus bets expire 7 days from issuance. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.